Hi and welcome to Whiskey Shared. You're watching my review of Tomatin Legacy. I'm Toby and you're watching Whiskey Shared. Welcome to my review of Tomatin Legacy single malt Scotch whisky. This is the first review of a Tomatin whisky I've covered on this channel, and it's the first bottle of Tomatin I've bought. The Tomatin brand dates back to 1897 and it's a Highland single malt Scotch whisky. The Legacy is presented at 43% and it's the entry level whisky in the Tomatin range. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. Right, so before I start nosing and tasting, I will point out that this whisky retails for around £27. It is readily available and you can buy it from pretty much all stockists. Let's start with the colour. I'd say that's like a burnished, but as it's potentially coloured, I don't know at this stage, it doesn't say on there, we'll have to assume that it is coloured. The whisky has been aged in bourbon and virgin oak casks, so it'll be interesting to see what influence the virgin oak has on this whisky. Let's start off with the nose. So I get fresh apples, I get pear drops, that's turning into rhubarb and custard boiled sweets. I'm getting shortbread biscuits. I'm even getting a hint of pepper now. And there's a little bit of like bitter wood on the nose. Let's try it on the palate. First thing I get is pepper. It's not too strong though. And then I start to get lots of tropical fruit. Tropical fruits like pineapple, lovely, fresh, juicy. And then that sort of fruit sweetness starts to turn into like an artificial sweetness. Let's have another sip. So I'm getting vanilla, I'm getting like creme brulee, that's turning into like buttery biscuit. And then there's like a charred oak note. I'm sure that comes from the virgin oak casks. It's yeah, it really packs lots of interesting flavours, this. As it turns to the finish, it's quite short. There's a bit of pepper, there's a little bit of bitter dry wood. That sweetness carries through, but it doesn't last on the palate for too long. It's an interesting whisky. It was a lot more fruit forward than I was expecting, really juicy, interesting fruity dram. It's not overly complex, and at that price I wouldn't necessarily expect it to be, but it is an interesting whisky. It's one that is very drinkable and would definitely be great for starting the evening off. It's that sort of dram that you'd start your evening drinking with, and it's definitely one that I'd buy another bottle of once it's gone. And it's making me want to try more from the Tomatin range. So yeah, definitely gets a big thumbs up from me. So if it sounds up your street, then why not check it out, and I'll see you for the next one. So on, ciao.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.